Okay, folks, this is the East Coast Economic Update for August the 28th. I'm sorry, yes, 28th, 2009. Some stuff our friends at the Financial Times shows foreclosure crisis starts to grow because U.S. jobless claims are rising. Of course, you can't find that in an American newspaper. What's basically happening is that you can read it for yourself, of course, as soon as it's up. The folks over at the Financial Times in Britain had pointed out that the 1.5 million people that are going to be no longer having any unemployment benefits, and Congress, in its infinite wisdom, is more concerned about healthcare reform and cash for clunkers than they are about the actual individuals having some type of income to keep themselves afloat while they're looking for a job. Obviously, what's happening is people who are in a prime situation, in other words, they have a fixed rate mortgage, none of the subprime crap, they are losing their houses, and the foreclosure rate is shooting up faster, actually happening faster than the unemployment rate. So there are some indications that some people are foreseeing or knowing that they're going to be laid off or about to be laid off, and they are stop making payments or mailing the keys to the real estate company or the mortgage holder. So now you have high-end, high credit-rated people walking away from their homes, and this is going to continue. I'm going to see if I can find there was a 60 Minutes segment talking about the resets back in 2007 into 2000. I think it was 2008. That said that the resets weren't going to stop until middle of 2011. We're in 2009, so that's 2 years of continued foreclosures, and those would be the most. So that's one issue. Another issue, obviously, is the bonds. Our friends at the bonds, and I'm looking on my Bloomberg terminal as we speak. The difference between the 10-year and the 30-year is getting closer and closer, and it's going to continue to get closer as the dollar keeps dropping. The dollar keeps fluctuating between 78 and 77 cents, or whatever, 77 points, depending on how you look at it. Once it gets below that, well, it won't be long. A gentleman named J.W. Cashman sent me a email, and I'm going to add it as well to this to my more info box. I'm just popping it up real quick. And it reads as follows. I'm just going to read this to you. By the way, J.W. Cashman, thank you very much. Apparently, a senator from Chickasaw County, I guess, area states this. At a town meeting hall Wednesday, Senator Infol, INHOFL, of Chickasaw residents, said, "I don't even need to read the 1,000-page document for healthcare reform. You guys don't." I'm paraphrasing. You guys don't want it. I'm not going to do it. So there's a lot of people that are turning around, and the senators are starting to hear you, ladies and gentlemen. They're starting to hear you. They didn't hear you last year, but they're going to hear you this year. And guarantee, mark my words, by October of this year, this present administration and this present Congress is going to be running around with their hair on fire like they did last year, and they're going, "We need another bailout. We need to bail these people out," and that'll be it. You're going to have the same people who were at the tea parties in the streets, and guys like us calling on top of it. And I can also predict, here it comes, no more town hall meetings. Obviously, that was a big mistake, unless it's with Barack Obama and his vetting process of Secret Service agents. So this is what's going on. I want to just leave you with a thought. I'm going to list all the stuff that I've just found. I could go on for days like everyone else, but I want to say this to you. This is now the beginning. Next week is going to be Labor Day, and I can probably tell you by Thanksgiving into Christmas, the reality will hit the average person who's singing the Green Shoot song. Unemployment rate keeps rising, and people are patting each other back and forth on their backs because the sustained unemployment rate is dropping. I said this I said it back at the cabin. The unemployment rate is dropping, not because people are finding jobs, it's because they're losing their benefits. And you only need a tipping point, a couple of 100,000 to a couple of million people who don't have money, and they're going to show up at the White House doorstep and go, where's my bailout? Mark my words, people. Mark my words. Continue to prepare. Keep your eyes to the skies. You're going to see a lot of funky stuff is going to be happening very shortly. I'm continuing to do tribal updates as needed. I said as of the 14th I would shut down everything, and I pretty much did. Unfortunately, I'm getting a lot of people who I'm saying, well, we're going to make the move, and I'm getting responses of, I'm not ready, I can't do it, don't have the money. Well, let me tell you something, folks. By 2010, spring 2010, nobody's going to have any money. So, make your preparations as you see fit. Stand your ground where you feel that you're most comfortable and you feel you can take your stand. It's not going to be long. We're all in this together, guys. Just remember, try to reach out to as many people as you can, and do what you can to help one another. That's the best thing I can say to you. Violence is not the answer. You can protest. I'm going to say this to you slowly. You can protest. I would want you to protest, but violence is not the answer. My statement will become completely and crystal clear on September the 15th, around that center of that month. This statement is going to make sense to you. But protest, speak loud, stand your ground, vote those people out, even if you have to write your own name in on the ballot. But violence is not the answer. So I'll leave you with those thoughts. It's Shabbos coming. I wish everyone a peaceful rest, regardless of your faith. And let's see how many banks collapsed today. Shalom, peace, good Shabbos.